Hey guys, Chop Ham here from the Halo Forge League, and we got a Forge tutorial for you guys today. And this one's going to be on adding a little bit of variety to your maps. And I'm here with Shade.
How you going, guys?
He's a very fat kid. So yeah, this is going to be you could say a more up to you tutorial. It's more of a creative one. This is kind of giving you some ideas on what to do and telling you what not to do, but what you can do is basically up to you. So yeah, Shade, what are we going to be talking about in this video today?
Well, yeah, what you said, variety, and just to cover how people always use the same old brace larges and all that boring old crap, and that it never looks good, and it makes me sad. But we will show you how. So, shall I start?
Yeah.
Alright. So, right over here, we can see that I took a bunch of blocks and put them with other blocks. And, you know, that kind of looks better than just a bunch of one type of block.
And one cool thing he did here is he combined some overused blocks, but when you mix them together it looks like a completely new texture, which makes it look a lot better.
Yeah, and these are more, this map is more centered towards like Slayer maps, or it's like small 2v2, 1v1s, because they usually have more aesthetics. They're kind of like MLG maps and stuff like that. But you could possibly pull it off with a big team. I know you can't put that much aesthetics into big team maps, but
yeah,
still.
Yeah.
All right. So for the floor, try not to use wall coliseums. I mean, they're okay for the floors. I know they're big and budget is tight sometimes, but I like to start out with some different objects, and budget is tight near the end. They'll switch it up. But yeah, I like to add contrast to colors too in this forge. Like white on black and stuff like that. It makes it look a little better, more appealing.
Yeah, that's one thing I think a lot of forgers are having some problems with, is making their maps actually kind of pleasing to look at, because every template forge map that they've made for us seems to have its own specific type of texture to all the blocks, and it's really hard to contrast them, even if you change the team color, which it looks like crayons like on the side of the blocks. So yeah, I mean it can add some color, but sometimes it looks pretty ridiculous. But I mean, if it works, then use it. If it doesn't, then don't use it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for colors.
Yeah. Next, I prefer aesthetics in maps. Gameplay is fun, but I like maps that appeal to my eye more, and I like Forge with more aesthetics anyway. Plus, aesthetics always make a map look better, especially if you're like in a contest or something. You definitely want people to remember your map.
And one of the factors that you want to keep in mind is you don't want to use, I know they have some cool new specific pieces for especially Impact. I've seen a lot of maps that use this corridor piece, and it's already overused, and the game hasn't even been out for 2 weeks, and it looks okay. As you can see, the dynamic lighting on it looks okay, but I mean, when you make basically a hamster tube for your map, it's not good.
Yeah, I mean, if I was going to use those, I would probably turn them upside down and use the flat part as a floor or something. It looks kind of cool, I'd say.
And some old tricks from Reach are back in this game that you can use, like some decorative pieces you can use to your advantage. As you saw here, he put this cylinder piece and then the sniper's nest, which you probably don't even recognize. Or no, this isn't even a sniper's nest.
It's a walkway large.
I'll just pull this out for a second so you guys can see. This is the bottom of it. Just push it in there.
Yeah, it's all about switching it up too, getting new textures, making stuff look cool that doesn't look like it usually would, you know, the basics and stuff like that.
And when you're at this, just keep your sanity basically, and don't make a really corny design, like, don't make a sniper's nest with inclines leading up to it and just have like a Dominion turret up there. That's another thing. It doesn't really have to do with aesthetics, but you don't want to put a turret in every map. It's not a freaking DMR. You don't need it in every single map you make. It can work, but I mean, I've seen it on a lot of maps, and it's kind of overused already, which is sad, but oh well.
Yeah. Also for making walls and floors, well, basically walls, not really floors, but you can put different blocks for walls. The wall doesn't have to be just one block. You can layer blocks and make it look better. I mean, that would be more for like an indoor 2v2 or something, but still, it makes walls look better. You know, contrasting colors, stuff like that.
Yeah, like at it. This was a thing I really liked in Reach. When you would combine 2x4s or bridges with these struts, they would look really cool, but they got rid of the color in this game from them, so that kind of stinks, but they still look pretty good. So I can see that, yeah. And one more thing I have to cover is, gosh, give me a second to think. Gosh. Go ahead, Shade, I forgot.
Cut down on the overused pieces. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know
but
what you're
that's pretty much it for this video. Just trying to, it's kind of a public service message for you guys. Try not to do exactly what everyone else is doing. Come up with your own style for your maps, and that's what's going to make your maps stick out from the rest of them. Especially once we start doing some community features. That's going to be some
That's all.
That's going to be some key features we're going to be looking for when we're picking maps for community features. And just a quick update about that, if you guys stay tuned this whole video. Community maps won't be up for a few weeks because the custom search isn't working right now. I'm not sure if it's just me, but I'm pretty sure it's not working for anybody right now. And if not, I'll try to get it working, try to boot up my connection or something. But yeah, so you won't see community maps for a while. You can still submit them because once the custom search works, we'll start playing them right away. And this has been it for this video, and I've been Chobham, and
Isaiah Shade.
And if you haven't already, subscribe, and goodbye.